Welcome to another episode of MTGA Scurry Pop. I am your host, Angsty Rooster. Just to reiterate, this is like a sports commentator show where I talk about the things that I'm doing as I'm doing them, what my opponent's doing, yada yada yada. So right now we're going to go over the deck that I'm playing. I already built this deck, so I'm not doing like a build section, but I will read out the cards. In my one drop, I have 2 cut down. In my 2 drops, I have 4 go for the throat, 2 Shieldred's Edic, 4 tenacious underdogs, and 2 Curion Beastcaller. And then my 3 drops, I have biting palm ninja. Then I have 2 biting palm ninjas, 3 shakedown heavies, 2 Gix, Yam Yawgmoth Praetor. It's the 3/3 legendary creature, black, 2 black. I have 2 Phyrexian Arenas, which is the enchantment, in case you don't know, and then 2 Glizia Sunslayer. The Glizia is kind of the main reason why I want to build this deck. I think this card is very strong. The first strike, death touch, plus when you do damage, you draw a card or destroy enchantment or remove up to 3 counters for target permanent, which would be great for battle. The battle cards. I got 2 Shieldred the Apocalypse, 2 Phyrexian Obliterator, 1 Shieldred, the 5-drop legendary creature, thing. 2 Invoke Despair, and then one Vorinclex, which is the one that you get 2 forests, in case you don't know. And then I want to just throw this one in there because it's fun. It's Yargle and Multani. It's a 6-drop, 3 colorless, 2 black, 1 green. It's the legendary Frog Spirit. It's a 18 18 power, 6 toughness. It's such a dumb card, but I wanted to put it anyways. And then we have 2 Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, which I'll probably be putting that, as my 3-drop pretty often. And then we have 11 swaps, 2 Tekanuma, 2 Buzinju, 5 Forest, and 4 Deathcap Glade. And that's going to be the deck. I played it a couple times. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it just kind of depends on what you draw and what your person's playing. It's definitely not like you're going to win every time. You'll probably win 50% of the time with this deck. And hopefully during this I win a lot more than 50%. But we shall see. So we're starting our first game. Alright, to start off, we got Deathcap Glade, Takanuma, Forest, Shieldred's Edic, Tenacious Underdog. I got 2 Shieldreds, Tenacious Underdog, Gix, which I'm going to keep it because it's actually pretty solid. I have 2 black, so I could cast Gix. Then I have 1 Forest. Alright, I'm going to start with Deathcap Glade. They played a Secluded Courtyard. They went first, so I had to draw. Then they played Siege Chrome Coast. So they're doing a white and blue deck. They played Harbin Vanguard Aviator. Basically, when he has flying, and then when he attacks with 5 or more soldiers, he get +1+. They get +1/+1 in flying. I'm actually going to drop my Forest and play Tenacious Underdog and not Blitz because I can't afford it and I don't need to. Probably should have Shieldred's Edic him. Because if I do it now, they're going to play a creature and then they'll probably sacrifice the weaker creature because the Harbin is a legendary creature, so it's part of the main part of his deck. They're thinking, they haven't dropped a land yet. So they're playing a soldier deck, the secluded courtyard soldier. So basically next turn, unless there's something terrifying, which I doubt, I'm gonna play Gix. And then I'm gonna swing with my Tenacious Underdog. I don't feel like I need to Shirol's Edic anything yet. Okay. They didn't play anything. I'm going to play my land, play Gix. I think they're AFK because they're taking forever to do what, you know, needs to be done, but so basically once Gix gets down, I'm gonna swing with Tenacious Underdog unless they have a response to anything. But basically they have to, I'm swinging with Tenacious anyways, just because, you know, to get him in, even if he dies, when you get him back into your graveyard, he has Blitz, and, you know, they start drawing cards. Which is kind of like the main point of this deck, is to consistently be drawing cards. They played a Resolute Reinforcements. I'm going to attack. They're going to let the attack through. I'll pay 1 life to draw a card. They played a Recruitment Officer and a Darkar Waste. And they're going to swing with their Harbin. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Curion. And then, is this instant? They're all okay. So I'm going to swing with both my Tenacious Underdogs. Or my Tenacious Underdog and my Gix. Because I have a response. I'm going to pay a life to draw a card and pay a life to draw a card. And then I'm going to end my turn. They played Mishra's Foundry. And they play Morel, Shield of Argiv. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells. I'll go ahead and swing. So because of Morel, I wouldn't have been able to cast a spell. So I go for the throat. The Harbin. They're swinging me with a Recruitment Officer. I'm going to block. I'm going to go into combat before I play a card. I'm going to swing. I'm swinging with both of them. They're going to take the damage. So I'll need to discard down to 7. I could do Shieldred the Apocalypse, Shakedown Heavy. I think what I'll do is Shakedown Heavy and then just go for the throat, the Morel. So they just have the Resolute Reinforcements and a Soldier as their creatures on the battlefield. They have 4 lands open. It's the top of their turn. But they have 5 health, and I'm pretty sure, unless they do something crazy, I got it. Because really all I need to do is 3 damage to them, and then I play Shieldred, and then they'll draw a card and take 2 damage. They have four cards. I have 6. So we shall see what goes on here. They're thinking real hard. Their little bug is dancing. Yeah, this game's pretty much, I think this game's pretty much over. I don't think they have anything. I think they're just not paying attention to the game, and now I have to wait so that I could kill them. But it's alright, you know. I think this deck is... It's a lot of fun to play. You know, it's hard to go against, like, super aggressive decks and super, like, control decks. But 'tis the way of the Magic player. So they end their turn. I assume they have a Wandering Emperor waiting for me to attack. Because then they're going to cast that because they have 4 mana open, so it's most likely the card that they have, or they just weren't paying attention to the game and just, whatever. But that's what my guess is. And so they're going to probably exile my Shakedown Heavy, and then block my Tenacious Thunderdog and Gix, which I still wouldn't lose all that much. So I'm gonna swing with everybody. They're not going to... Okay, they're just gonna do... Okay, they don't have anything. Okay, well, let's get out of here. This guy's take forever. Victory. We did it, guys. We did it. Alright, on to the next one. Hopefully the next one goes a lot better. It's one of the hard things about doing this is that, there's players that just kind of are AFK. Alright, so let's see what our starting hand is. It's not terrible. The only thing is I don't have a 2-drop, so I'm going to go ahead and mulligan. I'm okay being slow, but not that slow. I will keep this. I'm going down to 6. I'll put a Glissa Sun Slayer. So basically my opening hand is a Swamp, Takenuma, Forest, Cut Down, Go for the Throw, and Glizza. They played a Mountain, so the red Reinforced Ronin. This is a red deck wins kind of deck. We're gonna swing with it. I'm gonna cut down. So it's always nice to have the 1-drops. I'm gonna play a Forest because I don't have a 2-drop. They're gonna play a Mountain. I'm gonna play Phoenix Chick. I'm gonna play another Phoenix Chick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go for the throat one of them just because I would like to have I would like not to take a bunch of damage. It's top of my turn 3, so I'm gonna play Takenuma, and then I would like to play Phyrexian Arena. But I'm gonna play Glizza Sunslayer. They probably have a Thunder Lightning Strike or whatever, but we'll see. They played a 3rd Mountain. They're gonna play Evasion of Regatha. I'm gonna swing my face at 1. I'm actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to attack their face. I'm going to draw a card and lose 1 life. Play a Swamp, and then I'll play Shieldred. So this one's a race against the clock for sure. They're going to try to do damage to my face, and I gotta get rid of them as fast as I can. They played Invasion of Regatha and did 4 damage to me. And they played a Phoenix Chick. And I'm going to play I'm going to go in combat, and then I'm swing Glizz the Sunslayer. I'm going to get 2 health from Shieldred, then get -1 health. And then I'll play Phyrexian Arena. Basically, they lose next turn unless they can kill my stuff or kill me. They played a Mountain, they played Reckless Impulse, they drew 2 cards, exiled 2 cards, and then they could play them. They got a Stroke the Flames, 4 damage to me, because it has Convoke, so they tapped a Phoenix Chick. And then they have, okay, then it's going to be game. Sweet. So basically, what just happened, it's kind of happened really fast, so I couldn't really say it all. Invasion of Regatha, they played that when I was at like 13 health, and then they swung with their Phoenix Chicks, and then they played another invasion, and then just kept swinging with their Phoenix Chicks. If it would have been one more turn, they might have been able to win. Yeah, they probably would have, because I probably would have swung with my 2, and then I wouldn't have anything to block his Reinforced Ronin with, and then whatever they drew as well. But let's see, I don't think I had Invoked Despair, but I didn't have the black for it, so I might not have been able to get it. But I had a Phyrexian Arena out, and then I had Glizza, so I was able to draw. I would have been able to draw 2 cards, and if Shieldred didn't die, then I would have gone up 2 health. So this is kind of like what like the combination is. It's just destruction and draw. So we're gonna go into the next one. I get stuff, yay! But yeah, that one definitely was a race to see who would win. It doesn't help, like, most of my draw, I do damage to myself, so. Alright, so, although I don't particularly like that I don't have any green, I have 3 black, and then the rest of my hand is black. So, we shall keep. Okay, I drew a forest. They went first. They played a Sulphurous Springs. I'm going to play a Swamp. And then I passed my turn. They played a Secluded Courtyard and named Vampire as the creature type, and then they played Blood Tith Harvester. They got themselves a little blood token. It's cute. I'll play Tenacious Underdog. They drew a card. So I have 2 swamps. They have 3 lands. Basically, to cast whatever. They, what is that? Gift of Fangs, my Tenacious Underdog. I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna play Takenuma and then play Phyrexian Fleshgorger. And that'll be the end of my turn. They played a Haunted Ridge, and then they did 2 damage to all creature, or to non-vampire creature. And I won't block, so that was strange, but okay. I'm going to play a forest, and then I'm going to play I'm actually going to ninjutsu this one, even though I want the health. Do I want to do this? I feel like I should. So I'm gonna ninjutsu my Phyrexian Fleshgorger. They're going to discard a card, draw a card with their blood token. I don't know why they do that. Let's see. They don't really have anything. Yeah, I'll get rid of the blood harvester. It's pretty much their, the gist of, There's nothing really too interesting about that. So I cut down their blood harvester, and I exiled the one that was in their hand. They basically have 2 destruction. Okay, they're going to destroy. Go for the throw my thing. So I have 5 lands. They're going to destroy whatever's in my hand or whatever I play. So I'm going to give them the Phyrexian Flesh Forger as my creature that because I assume they're going to play the Shield Rosette. Yep, they're going to play it. I'm going to sacrifice it. Okay, so they have a Bloodtith Harvester, 4 mana, 2 of them open, 2 blood tokens. I'm going to play Shieldred. They're going to have to sacrifice their creature. They use a blood token to discard a card and draw a card. They got rid of a cut down. He has to sacrifice his Bloodtith Harvester. He has 2 cards in hand. One is a swamp. That's a cool looking swamp, not gonna lie. It's the Alenia Dannard one. Looks like a spider building thing. They use their last blood token to draw a card. Discard a card, draw a card. I'm going to play Glizza Sunslayer. They're just going to surrender. I'm going to go to the next game. So, again, I think I made the right choice of getting rid of his Bloodtith dude. Because the harvesters are pretty strong, as far as what they could do, and I kind of got rid of one of his drawing engines, and so because if he would have played it, he would have gotten another blood token, and then he could have kept drawing, and then eventually I'm sure he's hoping to get something. But on to the next game. I will go first. I'm going to keep. I have 3 swamps. Cut down Shieldred's Edict, Shieldred the Apocalypse, and Invoke Despair. There's a lot of destruction. I'm hoping they play a creature in turn. Okay, they're not going to play a creature in turn 1. They played a Jet Mars Garden, so it's black. Or not black, it's red, green, and white. Then they played a Dig Up. They're looking for a basic land. They revealed a swamp. They're going to play a swamp. So they don't have any lands in hand. That's a bummer. I played a 3rd swamp, and I don't have a 3-drop because Glizza I need a green for it. Which is alright. This is just going to be a late game. I have enough to play Shieldred. I'm gonna play Shieldred because I messed up and put down my swamp instead of my forest. I assume they're going to destroy it. Yep, they have Shieldred's Edict. Okay, 5-drop. I'll play Glizza just because I think that would be a good choice. Hopefully they don't have something in their hand. I'm going to end my turn. I'm at 5 lands. They played a Shieldred's Edict. I'm going to pass. They played a swamp. They're up to 4. They played a cartographer's survey. Basically, they're going to put a bunch of lands in the hand. They found 2 Xander's Lounge. Oh, this is a 5-color deck. Okay. I'm gonna play a forest and then play Phyrexian Obliterator. And then I'll end my turn. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 lands. Nothing to do. Okay, then it's my turn. I just have nothing but destruction in my hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and start swinging.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
They played Wandering Emperor. They're gonna exile my Phyrexian dude. Let that happen just because I have to.
I am almost sad to see you.
And then we shall Shieldred's Edict, and they're going to sacrifice a Planeswalker. I didn't want to invoke Despair because in case they have a bunch of like nonsense. They didn't play a land. I'm gonna play Vorinclex. Draw 2 forests. They're gonna go for the throat, which is fine. That's pretty much like I figure. I need what's his face? The Tenacious Underdog, because all this destruction, I could easily just do, you know, just play him consistently, no matter how many times they destroy it, unless they exile it, which would be good just to exile that. They're going to search for a very particular card with the dig up because they did it with the cleave. And so they have a very special card in their hand that they're going to want to play. I'll play Bizuju as a land. I have so many lands. They're going to Leyline Binding my Biting Palm Ninja. Oh, and I know they have Earth Utura. They're going to search for a bunch of these things. Let's see. They're going to reveal. They revealed all kinds of stuff. A bunch of artifacts. Nothing really. Okay. Nothing really crazy. I drew another go for the throat, so there's not really much I could do here. I'll play the Celestus, like draw a card and do all that stuff. I drew another Shieldred's Edict. They played Memory Deluge. Basically, they look at 2 or 4 cards, and then put a card in their hand. They have a drag to the bottom. They discard a drag to the bottom. I'm gonna play Herd Migration. Okay. I'm gonna play Sacrifice Token. I don't want to go for the throat because they're going to probably cast another one of the Atrexia. And so I drew a Phyrexian Arena. Oh, dang it! That's my black. I need one more black to cast Invoke Despair. So they're going to swing with 4 beasts that are 3/3. Phyrexian Reno is going to trigger. I'm going to draw 2. Jesus. And draw Jack. So I'm going to Invoke Despair them. They're going to get rid of the tokens. They're going to get rid of other things. I'm going to actually channel the Takenuma. Yeah, I'm just going to do this Shieldred. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be able to make it out of this. Oh no, I won't be able to. Because, yeah, they're going to do, even if I blocked one, I take damage from the Phyrexian Arena. So they're going to swing with the 3 beasts, and I'm going to die at -2. So that's how that goes. That was such a weird game. But like I know it's like a strong deck with the Atrixia card. But like, I don't know, I think it's very boring. There's nothing on the field. You just destroy everything that comes up, And so I'm sure it's fun to win, but it's whatever. So I'm going to play Deathcap. We're on the next game. I'm gonna play Deathcap Glade as my first land, and then I have a forest, and then I have Go for the Throat, Tenacious Underdog, Shakedown Heavy, Vorinclex, and Phyrexian Fleshgorger. If I don't draw a black, I have Shakedown Heavy, so that's good. I will play a Tenacious Underdog. They played a Mountain, so they're red, and they're going second, so I played my Forest and then Tenacious Underdog. Are they going to do anything to it? I guess not. So I passed my turn, or on my end step, I was trying to pass my turn. They were thinking about doing something, but they didn't. They played an island, so this is black and blue, and they're going to play with fire, which is fine. And then I'm going to play the Tenacious Underdog that I just drew, which isn't great because I missed a land drop. So they're at 3 lands now. They played Barol and Karizev. Okay, so basically when you cast a instant or sorcery, you could cast another one without paying its mana if it's less. So we're gonna go for the throat that. Besides its first strike and menace, which is ridiculous. That's a pretty good card. If you don't, then you create a legendary 2/1 red monkey pirate creature token that gains haste until end turn. Interesting. They're going to play Third Path Ironclast, and then they're going to shock Lightning Strike my Tenacious Underdog, and then they're going to get a soldier piece. Yay, I got a, what's it called? A land. So I got a swamp. I'm going to actually play Shakedown Heavy. And then they have to deal with a 6/4 swinging at them. So I'm thinking that if they can kill it, they will. If they can't, then they'll let me draw my card. So I think that'll be good. And then, but next turn I'm going to play Gix, as long as he's still out there. If he's not out there, then I'll play Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Yep, okay, so they're going to Stroke the Flames, my Shakedown Heavy, which is enough to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. The prototype, so it's a 3/3 menace lifelink. And then basically I'm just going to swing with it all the time. They played Urabosk, first strike, and then one of your read. Then they played a Meeting of the Minds, so Urabosk trigger, so I took a damage, and they get 1 mana. Alright, alright, I've got a Buzuju, who endures. And then I'm going to cast Vorinclex, get my 2 forests, and then I'm going to swing. Yeah, I'm going to swing with them. I get 3 health back. They played a mountain. Okay, so they have to cast 3 instants or sorceries to be able to transform them. Which I don't know. So they're okay. So they can't. They played another 3rd path. They're going to probably cast instant or sorcery now. They're going to go into combat. They're not going to go in combat. They're in the 2nd main phase. They're thinking about what to do. I think they're trying to transform Urabosk. Let's see. I need to put down another swamp. I'm going to play Gix. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's play. Is this 3 damage to each opponent? Okay, so they're trying to transform them, and so what I'll do is I'll play Gix, and what I'll do, I'm gonna swing with Vorinclex. He's not going to want to block with Urabosk. Okay, maybe he will. Urabosk will be first. Okay. Well, I don't know. I thought they were trying to do something with it, but I guess not. They're going to play a Leer, Disciple of the Drowned, and they're going to get all of their stuff back. They have a Lightning Strike. Let's see. They don't have anything that's a 1-drop, do they? They don't. Okay. As much as I want to play Yargle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. I can't. This sucks. Alright. How much is this? 4 damage, 2 damage. Flashback is... I think it exiles afterwards, doesn't it? Okay, yep, let's play Phyrexian Obliterator. The reason why I want to play this instead is because he does straight up damage. He doesn't do... he doesn't do, like, exile. So if he tries to damage it, he basically has to sacrifice that many of whatever. So he's going to lightning strike my Gix, which next turn I'm going to play Yargle. And hopefully all this destruction's gone, because he's going to, I assume he's going to play it on Phyrexian as well. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? So he has 5 mana open. He has 2 third path Ironclads, 3 soldiers, and 1 Lear, Disciple of the Drowned. They're going to Stroke the Flame, my Phyrexian Obliterator. They're going to sacrifice... Okay, they're probably going to sacrifice all their soldiers. So they have to sacrifice 6 because he did 6 damage. Which honestly isn't a bad idea. It's kind of... He got rid of it. He's down 1. Okay, he was down 1 shoulder, but then he played an Impulse. And then he's tapped out. So next turn I'll play Yargle and Mount. These soldiers are getting out of hand, man. Okay, so I played a forest. I have 8 lands. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to Tenacious Underdog, Blitz, Tenacious Underdog, Blitz. He's going to block with their soldiers. And I drew a Swamp and Glizza. I kind of want to do that just because I feel like I don't have a lot. Like, he might swing, but won't be too scary. They have an Impulse with Flashback because of Lear. They played a Urabrask. They played a Stroke the Flames. They have to take 3 damage from my Phyrexian Flesh Quarter. Stroke the Flames. Okay, so they got 2 soldiers from that. Oh, they might be able to... Oh, no, they can't. So they have 2... Wait, does it have Convoke? It does have Convoke. Oh, they... Yeah, it's over. City on fire. They could just Stroke the Flames me. Actually, Invoke Despair. If they could... They have Convoke. But it doesn't matter. I don't have enough to save myself from the amount of damage he has on the board. I need like a depopulate or something. I did get rid of the city on fire, so that's good. Because that card is stupid. And granted, it is expensive. He Fading Hope my Glizza Sunslayer. They have Fading Hope, Stoke the Flames, and Impulse in their flashback. And I think he's trying to just kill me with his instants and sorceries. Or maybe just with Urabrask. This deck is really well put together, especially with Lear, with the flashback with everything. Yeah. Good job, you did it. But yeah, so that was a good game. I had fun. Hope you guys had fun. I'm actually going to call it a night here. Let's see what we got. Free cards. Yay! Oh, Archpriest of the Shadows. That's pretty dope. And then whatever this is. Cool. So yeah, I think that this deck is fun to play for sure. I feel like if you were to get it, it'd probably be medium expensive, because I'm pretty sure Invoke Despair and Shieldred are still expensive cards. But the rest of it's kind of, you know, not too bad. The one thing is you should definitely build a sideboard for this, and you know, if it's all control, you know, kind of like that. I mean, it wasn't really super control, you know, but like the last game, instead of go for the throw, you know, have things like what's the black? There's a black board wipe. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it does have white in it, so that might be a thing. Might be something that you got to deal with. Creature tokens get -2/-2. Blood Calling would be a good one. And it's a 3-drop, so that kind of makes it a little bit hard to do, but yeah, I don't remember. I feel like it's, maybe it is I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, like putting some board wipes and stuff like that probably would be helpful. This is kind of more for like I think it's like against green decks, like not, I mean, mono green for sure, but like green and whatever, this would be good against. Tokens, obviously tokens aren't good because like they have enough destruction, they'll get rid of a lot of stuff because you don't really have any way to buff your stuff. You know, you're just banking on how like these cards being broken. You know, so it's kind of, you know, there's not really like a lot of complicated play in this. It's just, you know, you try to draw as many cards as you can. The only thing I think I would do is I would put 2 Phyrexian Arenas back in, and then get rid of 1 Shakedown Heavy, and then maybe something else. Maybe get rid of the Yargle. I don't know. Or get rid of the Bunny Palm Ninja. Yeah, I'll get rid of the Bunny Palm Ninja and then put in another Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. Because that life link is super nice. You know, especially with Tenacious Underdog, you're paying 2 life. This, you're paying 1 life each time. Gix, you're paying a life. Shakedown Heavy, you don't have to pay a life, but definitely trying to figure out a way to get more health would be great. Originally, this deck was supposed to have white in it because I was supposed to be playing what's his face? Thalia and the Gitrog monster. But when I started building it, I wasn't really doing anything with lands. Like putting lands in my graveyard. But I think what I would like to do is rebuild it with lands in my graveyard. And then, because there's like a couple, let's see, I think Oma. No, not that one. I don't know. There's like there's a couple cards that like put, you know, a bunch of lands in your graveyard, and so that's what like the kind of the main thing is. You play a land. It has first strike, death touch. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control into the battlefield tapped, which is pretty strong. It slows them way down. And then basically, whenever you attack, you sacrifice something. So like I think it has a lot of potential, you know. It's just that, you know, you just got to get there. You know, I got to figure out how to build it, because what I was doing is, you know, Shieldred. Well, Shieldred might be good with it. But yeah, so I think I'll try to build that deck and then play it out, and then I might do that next week. You know, because this deck was fun. I feel like the only card that, yeah, I got rid of the one card, the ninja thing. It really didn't really. it helped, you know, kind of get rid of some stuff, but it didn't really make too much sense. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your day. This is Angst Rooster signing out. Peace.